Let me talk about the principle of delegation. I want to talk about because of this number 3. Genesis chapter 18. Angels of God went to Abraham, and Abraham treated them exactly the way he should have treated God. There is a verse there, the Bible says, and God said, and it was an angel that said so, but because these angels represented God, they were delegates of God. They were going on their mission to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, and they went to Abraham on the way. They told Abraham by this time next year, Sarah is going to have a child. Abraham, treated them well, gave them food. They actually ate. This one ate, and it was God that Abraham was good to, that he was able to entertain. It was God that he was able to treat very specially like he did to them. In the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verses 28 to 30, I want to read to us now. And he said, your name shall no longer be called Jacob. That was the angel that Jacob wrestled with when he was not able to prevail against Jacob. And he said, your name shall no longer be called Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed. Now you have struggled with God's angel. Nobody can struggle with God and win. Nobody struggles with God at all. But because Jacob has struggled with God's delegates, that night, it is being said about him until today that he has struggled, wrestled with God and won. So he said, and you have prevailed. Then Jacob asked, saying, tell me your name, I pray. And he said, why is it that you ask about my name? And he blessed him there. So Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. Can you see? So this is the principle of delegation. Whatever you do to whoever God is sending, whether the person look poor, tattered, weak, or whatever you can call it, or honorable to you, whatever you do to the person God is sending to you at any time, you have actually done it against God. That is the principle of delegation. I want you to know in waging Christian warfare. Now, Judges 13, verse 13. Judges 13:13. This was the angel that God sent to Manoah, Samson's father, and his wife. And the angel of the Lord said to Manoah, of all I said to the woman, let her be careful. So Manoah took the young goats, the grain offering, and offered it upon the rock to the Lord. And he did a wondrous thing while Manoah and his wife looked on. It happened as the flame went up towards heaven. From the altar, the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame of the altar. When Manoah and his wife saw this, they fell on their faces to the ground. When the angel of the Lord appeared no more to Manoah and his wife, then Manoah knew that he was the angel of the Lord. He was telling him, let's cook for you. And I said, I will not eat. Unlike the one that ate in the book of Genesis 18. This one said, I will not eat. Okay, offer this thing that you want to give me. Offer it on that rock. As they offer it on the altar, as smoke was going up from that flame, it was also ascending. So as it was ascending, they knew that no, he was not an ordinary human. And Manoah said to his wife, we shall surely die because we have seen God. God is what he said. So there are so many scriptures in the Bible to this principle. John, who was being shown the revelation he saw at the time, fell under the feet of the angels showing him these revelations. And the angels said, no, don't worship him, worship God. Because it is only worship that we must not do to them, either angel or human, that is representing God. Whatever you do to them, you are doing it to God. And whoever is representing the devil, whatever you do to the person, you have actually done it to the devil. If you forgive him or her, if you are able to know at all, because it is spiritually discerned, you cannot know such satanic delegates by ordinary means. But if you are able to, but there are humans around us that can be representing the devil. Whatever you do to such individual, you have done it to the devil. If you forgive such individual, you have forgiven the devil, having been shown by spiritual means what the person is up to in the devil's hand around you. If you love the person, you have loved the devil. You have loved the devil. Against James 4:7. So whatever you do around the person, you have done it around the devil. Around the devil. So that is the principle of delegation. However, even spiritual human enemies, an example of that is the one I mentioned to you in the first video about what happened while we were students, we were young people in school, in the university, undergraduates. What happened that we were just praying. We didn't know anything about Christian warfare. So we're just praying is not a secret. That's why I'm making that an example. But I've seen countless examples. I've seen countless examples of satanic delegates around God's people. They have ruined many lives. They have ruined many children in the hands of their parents. They have ruined many lives. I believe this is instructive to you. Thank you very much for watching this. I pray if you have such enemies that are in that category that Christians must wage war against, I pray God will help you. He will give you wisdom to know what to do. And I pray your own destiny will not be ruined in the hands of the wicked. I pray God will, from now, as I've watched this today, the Lord will take over the battle of your life, I pray, and He will wage war against the enemies of your destiny. I want to advise you to love the enemies that are actually annoying us, the ones that are opposing us. By experience, they are the ones that are difficult to even forgive. Try as much as possible. Let us try as much as possible to forgive those ones. Physical human enemies of they have not gone spiritual about it. They don't attach spiritual power. They don't go idolatrous about waging war against us. They just don't love or just oppose us. They are our haters, antagonists, debtors, and so on. So the more we are able to do this, the more we will be children of God. However, the more we are able to wage war with agents of the devil, Satan flesh, demons, and the human beings around us who are representing the devil in the spirit to stop us. The more we're able to wage war against them, is the more we are able to become children of God indeed. Thank you very much, and God bless you. See you in another video.